Hi YouTube. Another beautiful day in Tennessee. Sun is out, about 70 degrees. Winds are light and variable, 3 to 5 miles an hour, primarily from our back left as we're shooting. I wanted to try something today. The ammunition in the green box here is my normal loads. No real sorting, excuse me, no real sorting of any kind. Just random cases, random bullets out of the box, and have been getting pretty good accuracy with them. About 3/4 MOA. Normally can cover up with a $50, if not a quarter, of my shots. But I wanted to try something. I got a new set of scales. I got a set of the Gempro 250s. So I sorted my brass and my bullets so that I've got them marked. The 4, I just assign some numbers to the brass weights. This is brass weight group number 4. All the number 4s are within a half a grain of each other. And I also sorted the bullets by weight. Even though these are Sierra Match Kings, they can vary plus or minus 0.3 grains and still be within Sierra's tolerance. And that's according to Sierra. I called them to find out what their tolerance was supposed to be. So I sorted them by weight, and all of the excuse me, I also have allergies this time of year, so I do fight those, and I apologize for coughing in your ear. But these are the lightest group of bullets. This is bullet group number 1, and I wanted to see what if any difference I could tell in the accuracy of the ammunition between the two groups. All these in the red are my weight sorted brass and bullets, and then the ones in the green are just my standard loads. And the ones that are already fired here were some Fowlers that fell outside of my parameters, so I just used them to warm the barrel and to foul the barrel before I started shooting groups. So we're going to start. I've got 3 targets set up. I'll probably just use the left 2 downrange, and the ones on the left will be my standard bullets without sorting. Neither the brass nor the bullet themselves are sorted by weight. They're just as they're picked up out of the box. All the brass are the same brand, but and of course all the primers and the powders the same brand, same load. I do double check my loads to make sure they are right on. I'll weigh it and then lift it from the scale and weigh it again to make sure that it's correct. And let's see what we can do. My first shot will be with an unsorted bullet, unsorted brass, and then we'll alternate back and forth between unsorted and sorted. That way, hopefully, we'll remove as much variance as possible caused by heating of the barrel and so forth. The only wild variable will be me, and I'll try to control that as best as possible. So here we go. First one, unsorted, far left target. Okay, look good. Let's get some hearing protection on. Forgot about that. Notice that right off. let's go with one that's sorted on the middle target. Looks like that one was very good also. Go back to an unsorted. Far left target. This is a load that I've worked out that has been working well for me, but you know how this game goes. Well is never good enough, and I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can wring out of this setup by doing the weight sorting on the brass and on the bullets. Of course, weight sorting on the brass is supposed to be some measure of the internal volume of the brass. It really doesn't have anything to do with the weight of the brass, but the assumption is that brass that weighs approximately the same has the approximate same internal volume. Of course, it's never a one-to-one exact relationship, but it's close. So that's the assumption that we're working on here. All right, go back to, let's see. Now I've forgotten what I'm doing. Got to talking. Let's see what I've got in here. All right, this is a sorted one. So we'll go back to the middle target with sorted brass, sorted bullets. Must be doing pretty good from what I can tell here. Those are inside the bullseye, and there's not enough contrast in color from this distance for me to tell how well they're grouping. So now we'll go back to another unsorted left-hand target. We're going to shoot 5 into each target. Everybody seems to think that's a better number to shoot rather than 3. So this is number 3 in the first target. Just looking at it from here, seems like I'm getting a little more variance in the unsorted bullets, because looks like I can see ragged edges around the bullseye where it looks like the bullets are impacting. Of course we'll see when you'll be able to see it because it'll be on the video in the one of the corners. But I can't see it till I get down there. So, all right, middle target again, sorted bullet. Looking pretty good to me. Go with another unsorted, number 4, left-hand target. I'm trying to give these a fair shake, trying not to influence, but of course it's not 100%. That's the reason you're supposed to do blind sampling and so forth. But since I know what I'm loading and I have to know which target to shoot at, there's no way to remove that 100%. But I'm trying to be fair with it, trying to do the same. And I felt like I pulled that one. It didn't feel right when I shot it. So it was at this point that I realized my local camera quit recording, but my target camera continued to record. So I finished up the rest of my shooting. My fourth shot on the center target using the sorted brass and bullets is coming up in just a couple of seconds here. So we'll go ahead and watch the center target for the fourth shot. Here it comes. That grouping still looked good. Seemed to be grouping better on the sorted brass with the sorted bullets. Currently loading up to shoot the fifth shot with the unsorted brass and unsorted bullets. And it'll be coming up here in just 2 or 3 seconds. Okay, so that's 5 shots on the first target, and it seems to be that they're just grouping around the outside of the target. You can see the final target here that I'm using for the background at the moment. And I'm going to shoot the fifth sorted brass and bullets at the center target here in just a couple of seconds. And again, it looks like a very good grouping. And just for so I can have 5 good shots, since I did pull that one shot on the first target with the unsorted, I'm fairly confident that that was shooter error and not anything to do with the bullets. So I want to get 5 good shots on the first target, so I'm going to shoot another one at it. Alright, so now we've got 5 shots at each bullseye. That first one, we're looking at a little under 1 MOA. It's 0.96 MOA. So that's not bad, considering that it's unsorted bullets, unsorted brass, just the luck of the draw. But what is really interesting is the second target with the sorted brass and the sorted bullets. Again, they're just sorted by weight, and tried to group them within just a few tenths of a grain of each other on both the brass and the bullets. And it's about 0.6 MOA. So again, at 100 yards, that's not real significant, but it's a 30% improvement. And if you take that out over several hundred yards, a 30% improvement in accuracy is great. And considering that it just takes a little time, there's not a lot of money involved, a good set of scales that can weigh down to tenths of or hundredths of a grain, and just after you clean your brass and do all your trimming and case prep work, then sort them by weight groups. Keep them within whatever range you feel comfortable with, and then load them up. Do the same thing with your bullets. Sort those down to where you've got 4 or 5 different groups of bullet weights. Like I say, the bullets are more consistent in their weight, at least the Sierra Match Kings are. They're plus or minus 0.3. from 175 grains. So get them down to within plus or minus 1 or 2 tenths of a grain, and you can improve your groupings, improve your accuracy. You have to decide whether or not it's worth the time and effort to do so. But I think it is. It's another challenge, just another variable out of the equation, and I think you can see improved groupings as well. Hope you enjoyed this. If you got any questions, comment below. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff. You know what to do. I appreciate it. Talk to you later.